Welcome, Radiant Soul. Something in your body has been holding its breath for a very long time. Right now, before you've done anything, before you've tried, before today has even asked anything of you, there's a quiet tension already running underneath the surface, a bracing you didn't choose, a readiness in some way for the next thing to go wrong. And somewhere under that bracing is a longing you rarely let yourself feel all the way through. The longing to finally feel safe enough to stop, to receive without flinching, to let something good land and stay. I want to tell you something true before we even begin this activation. I know what it feels like to have every tool, to know the techniques, the frameworks, the mindset work, to understand it all at an intellectual level, and then to still watch the body loop anyway. For years, I forced myself into a life my body kept quietly revolting against. I didn't really know it at the time. I just thought I was missing something. I needed to learn something more. I needed to implement something different. Turns out, though, my nervous system just didn't trust the capacity of the path to get me to where I was really calling for, where I was really trying to go. So what felt like everything falling apart was actually the most regulated thing my body had ever done. So if that's you, if you've read the books and said the affirmations, done the visualizations, and still feel the floor of scarcity beneath your feet, hear me. You are not doing this wrong. You're not manifesting wrong. You are not, misaligned in that way. There's a current that's always known how to reach the place words cannot. And it moves beneath thought, underneath strategy, into the oldest rooms of the body, where the fear of not enough has been living quietly for most of your life. In this work, that current has a name. It's called Aureya. And today it comes for the part of you that's been surviving, when it was always really meant to thrive, meant to receive. Now, this is not a meditation, and it's not another technique to add to the pile. This is a homecoming for the body that's been bracing so long, it forgot it was even bracing. And if that body is listening through you right now, notice it's already begun to loosen its grip. Just slightly, just enough. So let yourself arrive. Find the position that lets you be held, either seated or lying down. Somewhere you don't have to perform being okay. Let your shoulders come down from where they've been living. Let your jaw unclench. Let the full weight of you be received by whatever is underneath you. We will move slowly here, and the slowness is not a delay before the work. The slowness is the work. A body in survival cannot be rushed into safety. It can only be invited. So I invite you. If you are open to receive this activation, the Reiki, the somatic work that we're going to be doing today in order to release the scarcity programming within the cells, within your nervous system, please say yes in your mind's eye now. Good. And just know this as a law of how I work. You will receive only what your body and your soul is ready to hold. No more and no less. The field is intelligent. Your body is intelligent. And the Reiki will not flood a system that's still learning whether or not it's safe to hold it. So let's give the body its first signal of safety, perhaps in a while. Breathe in gently. And let the exhale be longer than the inhale. Again, breathe in. And release. One more time. Breathe in. And let it all go. And with each exhale now, begin to call your energy home. Call it back from all the places it's been scattered to today. The people, the worries, the open tabs left open in your mind, the future you've been bracing for, the bill, the number, the conversation you keep rehearsing before it's even happened. Call it all back. Gently, like drawing a warm shawl around your shoulders. And anything in your field that was never yours to begin with, the inherited worry, the family fear about money, the static you absorbed from a world that runs on lack, let it begin to release on the exhale. You don't need to keep carrying what was only ever handed to you. You are not doing this alone. We are going to be calling in the support gathering around you now, so that when each one moves closer to the work, your body already knows them. First, we call in Archangel Chamuel, the one who tends the wounded heart, who draws close to the place that learned its worth was conditional. Feel Chamuel's presence settle near your chest, patient, without agenda. We call in the Oversoul of Aureya, who holds the whole field, the golden current itself, the living breath of support that's surrounding you from every side. Fortuna is here too, she who turns the great wheel, who pours from the horn of plenty, and who has never once asked anyone to prove they deserved her. Pele waits at the threshold, the sacred fire, ready to transmute what has been quietly burning you from the inside for years. We invite Hestia to tend the hearth at the very center of you. She is the keeper of the steady flame, of home, of worth that does not flicker. And finally, Archangel Auriel. We call her in, and she stands ready with the codes of abundance to be received the moment your system is settled enough to keep them. They are all here now. Let yourself be surrounded. Now, I want to show you something about your own body, very gently, with Chamuel's hand resting on your heart while I do. There is a part of you that has been afraid about money, about enough, about survival for so long that the fear stopped feeling like fear. It just became the weather, the hum underneath everything. Here's what I need you to understand in your body and not only in your mind. That fear is not a flaw in you. It's not proof that you're bad at this either. It's not evidence that you're too negative, too broken, too far behind to ever manifest the life you can feel waiting for you. Your body is doing exactly what it was built to do. When the evidence of safety has not arrived, when the number stays low, when support has been unreliable, when somewhere in your history enough was genuinely not there, your body makes a decision far below thought. It decides that abundance is not safe to expect. Now, I hope you hear that. It's not safe to expect. Not that it's not safe to arrive, but that you can't rely on it. And whatever arrives then could be taken away. So that means the only responsible posture is to brace. And so your body braces. It clenches, it scans the horizon, it keeps you ready. This is not dysfunction, this is devotion. Your body has been loving you the only way it knew how, by refusing to let you be caught off guard again. But here's the sneaky part, the part almost no one names for you. When a body's been in survival this long, it stops feeling like survival. It just feels like you. It wears the costume of your personality, your realism, your just being practical. The dysregulation hides inside your ordinary day, dressed up as who you think you are. And if your system runs hot, if you are one of the ones who feels everything more, or who reads the whole room before you've even entered it, or the one whose mind never fully powers down, then this has been even quieter, even harder to catch. The most sensitive systems are the most vigilant ones. You were never being dramatic. You were being accurate inside a body that was working very hard to keep you alive. So let's name where you actually are, not where you think you should have been by now. You are not behind. You are a regulated breath away from an entirely different life. You've simply been trying to call abundance in from inside a body that was still braced for loss, and it could not land. Not because you did it wrong, not because the door was being held shut from the inside, by a part of you that was only ever trying to protect you. Today, we tell that part of you the truth, that the danger it has been standing guard against is not happening in this moment, that it's allowed to rest, that you are safe enough right now to begin. Let's go to where it lives inside the body, because scarcity is not an idea. It has an address. Bring your awareness softly to your belly, the center of you, just below the ribs. The solar plexus is where so many carry the clench of not enough. The place that tightens when the email comes, when the balance drops, when someone simply says the word money. Breathe into it. You don't have to force it open. Just let it know you've noticed it. Let the golden Aureya light begin to pool there, warm, like late sun through a window. Now let your attention move up to the jaw, the throat, the shoulders, all the places that have been holding the brace without your permission. Let the light loosen them. Let them be told gently that they can set the weight down now. And now lower to the base of you, the root. the legs, this is where the body holds the freeze, the deep, old bracing that's been standing watch since long before you could name what it was guarding against. Feel the light move down the spine, into the lower body, into the cradle space, down through the legs, all the way down to the soles of the feet. Letting the freeze begin to thaw. There's no hurry. Ice does not melt by force. It melts by warmth and by time. Bring your attention to the sacral center, the soft bowl of the lower body where the capacity to receive actually lives. For so long, it's been guarded too, because receiving felt dangerous, because every good thing once seemed to arrive with a condition attached. Let the light fill it now. Let it remember that it's allowed to be full. Now, Pele steps forward. There is an old imprint in you, a contract you never consciously signed. It reads, "Safety must be earned. Rest must be deserved. You may only stop pushing once the proof finally arrives." That contract has been burning you alive from the inside out. The grind, the overfunctioning, the body that could never quite give itself permission to slow down, even when it was exhausted, even when it was begging you to stop. Pele is a sacred fire that does not destroy you. She destroys only what has been destroying you. So give it to her now. The forced striving, the loop that insisted you had to earn your right to exist. All that performance. Place it into her flame. Feel it lift, the things you've carried for so long that you mistook its weight for the simple weight of being you. And now, into the space that has opened, Fortuna turns her wheel toward you. Hear this in the deepest part of you. She has never once required you to be worthy of her. The wheel does not turn toward the ones who pushed the hardest. It turns. It simply turns. Fortune was never a reward for your striving. It was always available. You were only ever too braced to let it reach you. But you're not bracing now. Feel the difference in your body. The soft belly, the root thawed, the hands, which have been clenched for so long, beginning to open. This is the secret your whole life has been circling. You do not receive by trying harder. You receive by becoming safe enough to be reached. Fortuna pours now from the horn of plenty, the endless overflow, into a body that can finally hold it. Not because you earned it today, because you are regulated enough today to let it land. And as it lands, Auriel sets the codes, the patterns of receiving woven into your field right now. Not as effort, but as a new resting state. Your body is learning, perhaps for the very first time, what it feels like to expect good and not flinch. Let these affirmations settle into the cells. You don't have to believe them yet. Just let your body hear them. I am safe enough to receive. My worth was never the number. Abundance is not a danger. It is my natural state. I do not earn support. I remember it. I receive with open hands because that is how the current flows. now Hestia tends the hearth at the center of you. She keeps a flame that does not depend on the wheel. When fortune rises, this flame is steady. When the numbers move, this flame is steady. This is your worth. The part of you that was never up for negotiation, that no balance could ever measure. The still center beneath whatever the world is doing. Feel it glowing now, low in the body, warm, constant, home. And if it feels true, let yourself meet the one you are becoming, the version of you who lives inside a regulated body, who wakes into a slow morning and feels the joy actually land. Who receives the good thing and lets it stay. Who is seen and held and cherished and does not have to push for any of it. That version of you is not far away. They are simply you on the other side of the bracing. Let your body merge with theirs now. Let it remember forward. Let the code settle. Let the new state become the resting state. We are sealing them all in now, into the body, into the cells, into the field around you. Good. Let's bring you all the way back now. Feel the ground beneath you and let the golden light run down through the lower body, through the legs, into the earth, roots dropping from the soles of your feet, anchoring this new state into the physical, into the real. Begin to feel your fingers, your toes. The air against your skin. Let the breath deepen. Roll your shoulders if that feels good. And come back into the room slowly in your own time. We give gratitude now to Chamuel, who held the heart. To Pele, who took the fire. To Fortuna, who turned the wheel. To Auriel, who set the codes. To Hestia, who keeps the flame. And to the Oversoul of Aureya, who held the whole of it. Radiant soul, hear this before you go. What just happened was real, and your body has spent years inside the old pattern, so this one homecoming is the beginning, not the whole of the journey. Regulation is not a single moment. It's a practice the body learns by returning, until the new state stops being a visit and becomes the place you live. So you can come back to this transmission whenever the old bracing begins to creep back in. It will meet you deeper each time. And when you're ready to make this your steady ground, to spend 21 days letting Aureya repattern the way your body holds abundance until receiving is no longer something you have to remember to do, return to flow is the next step already waiting for you. It's the 21-day Aureya Wealth Activation, the container built for exactly this, walking day by day through the door that we just opened together. You'll find it at manifestdifferently.com/flow or in a link in the description below. If it feels steady in your body, that's your answer. Until then, hear the truest thing of all. You are already enough. You always were. The wheel was always turning toward you. Have a beautiful day, Radiant Soul. Until next time.